Okay, so materials have to then be available to make the components, and we look at three major types. One is a generic component. I think Paul made a comment earlier about commodity products, and really this generic is a commodity product. It's something you can buy at the hardware store. The next is you make a fabricated component, and a nail plate truss is a fabricated component. It's made for a location in a job and comes to site. The other is site assembled things, which are things that you can't actually make somewhere else. You've got to actually put bits together on site. And if we then look at each of the material options, be they rounds, sawn timber, or assembled elements from sawn timber, veneered-based products such as plywood or LVLs. And in our little building program, we were looking at sawn timber and CLT, both of which are made from sawn material. We've got strand-based products, combined elements where we've got one lot of wood type going with another lot of wood type, and composite elements where we've got things like there at the bottom where we've got timber, maybe sawn timber. We've then got a sheet material which might be plywood or OSB or particle board even, and we're then putting concrete on the top of it. So we've got a range of different materials going in at the same time. If we look at something like sawn timber, there's then tables to show you the sizes that are readily available, and if we're making a reasonable building, we're going to be using machined seasoned material. It'll have a range of sizes that are available. It'll have a range of grades, which we describe. Those grades will be defined by standards, which are described, and there'll generally be some guidance as to supply. We have attempted, wherever possible, to get basic structural characteristics for each of these materials in. So we actually do have from one or two of the LVL producers some of their basic performance characteristics of their products, and we've sort of amalgamated them together to give you guidance. Some of the products though are almost impossible, so it's almost impossible to get what bending and stiffness is for some of the OSB products that are brought in Australia. So we obviously haven't included them, but we would have liked to.